Hey, it's Faith Talk Live. I'm Rick Probst.
And I'm Dan Ratcliffe.
He's a pastor, comedian, speaker, author, woodworking craftsman. Wow, he does it all. Gordon Douglas right there. Gordon, how are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. Up here in Philadelphia.
Up in Philly, yeah?
Yes, the city of brotherly shove.
Yes, that's right.
Is it warming up there? Because I saw a video of you in a graveyard. It looks still a little chilly.
Yeah, it is. It is. Today it's still freezing. It's supposed to get warmer the next couple of days, but we've had some storms this year.
Yeah. Warm for Philly is what? 49?
Yeah, that would be normal. I guess that would be normal. It's in the 30s today.
Wow.
Well, you're going to covet this weather we're having because it's going to be 78 on Thursday or Friday. I can't remember. So
wow, love it.
Yeah, look what's happening to Dan. He's really having a good time.
The beach, got the beach out, got the sunblock on.
Yeah,
man. Just gotta lean back and get a little tan going here.
Gordon, we wanted to catch up with you. I did notice I stalked you just a bit on your Facebook. That's how I knew you did the word, which I thought was awesome. You went back to a church that I guess you attended as a young man, and it was built in, when did you say? 18 or
1811.
1811. And great message that you shared on your Facebook page.
Yeah, I've been making those word from the word videos. I think I'm up to 132 days now in a row, just since I've been quarantined. I make a little 2-minute video, 2 to 3 minutes, called a word from the word, and it has a tickle and a truth.
A tickle and so you do one. You'll be doing one today. Then will that be the continuation of because you talked about the dash between the birth and the death? Yes,
how quickly time goes. Yeah, really kind of just praying, ask that God would give me something each day. I'm using some reruns now as after just kind of seeing where things are, and a lot of new followers are coming on. So I'm going back to some of those that are leading up to the time of the Passion and the Christ. So I'm kind of leading up into some of the ones I did last year around this time. Hard to believe it's been a year that we've been quarantined.
I know it's been crazy town. Well, I did notice that you're going to be on Marlo Rudd's show on the 19th. We'll talk about that in a second. What else is going on for you? Things kind of breaking loose publicly, or
just starting last week? I was out in Jefferson City, Missouri at a marriage conference. It was called Love, Laughter, and Happily Ever After. Look, I even got a t-shirt.
Oh, look at that.
Love, laughter. We got to do that straight. Yeah, so that was just awesome. Actually got a standing ovation, and I don't think it's because I was that funny. I think it's because people were so excited to get out of the house. But couples on a date night, and it was wonderful. It was just wonderful. I got to do some comedy on opening night. Then I did a couple of teaching sessions. As a pastor and comedian, I love when I can combine both. And then I got to stick around and preach in the church the next 2 days. And the theme that they picked is how to have more joy, how to beat the blahs and defeat depression, which is such an important theme right now, as so many are really starting to feel the claustrophobic part of being shut up and shut in.
Yeah, definitely.
I think I can't remember when I read these stats. I mean, it was definitely during the stay at home, the pandemic that we all have experienced. But divorce rates just went over. Obviously, they were 50% before, but 60%, maybe even higher. I mean, wow.
Yeah, a couple stuck in the same house together and with kids as well. In fact, it's one of my new jokes is because of the COVID, I had to comply with government guidelines of groups of 10 or less. So we had to ask 4 of our kids to leave.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, we are down to, we have 10. We have 10 in the house right now, which is the smallest that we've been in 35 years.
Wow. So you had to kick some out so you can get down to the right number then, right?
Exactly. Is
it like voting off on Survivor or something?
It's called tough love.
That's funny. I was going to ask that. I said, if the government said tomorrow that it would have to be 7 or less, who would be the first to go?
Yeah, I think I would volunteer.
I'll get a hotel.
People keep saying they're stuck at home all alone. I said, what I would give for some alone time. During this interview, I got everybody locked at the other end of the house. It's kind of...
I'll bet Mrs. Douglas would be the first to say, okay, I need a break.
Yeah.
Well, she is a super mom and has the gift of hospitality. So she's handling this better than I am.
Love it. Gordon Douglas, as you can see in the background, he does so many things. He's pastor, comedian, speaker, author, and I mentioned woodworker because it looked like you were either building a chair, fixing a chair. You had vices on wood and glue, which is beyond me because I can't fix a thing. But I'm so impressed with you.
You know, I went to a trade school at a high school, and boy, I sure recommend to parents today where you spend so much money. I actually spoke at my alma mater, the Williamson College of Trades. It's called now. In our day, it was Williamson Trade School. And they said 60% of the kids change their major at least once in college. Yeah. 70% change it twice or more. And get this, 80% never work in the field they studied for 4 years.
Yeah.
Is that bizarre? So
college is big business, man. That's why they push you to go.
Yeah. So I studied carpentry and I started a business that I still have. It's called Therapeutic Construction and Design. It's more of a hobby now, but I build furniture for people who are in wheelchairs, whether they had a stroke or a car accident or are born with a disability. I'm more of a tinkerer than a craftsman, but I love building things and I like to try to help people live as normal a life as possible. So So I have a nice wood shop, and with the 14 boys that we took in over the years, it was just a great place to disciple, spend time learning a skill, and you get to talk while you're sanding a board or putting some polyurethane on a piece of furniture. You get to talk, and kids just open up. They're earning money. They're learning how to handle money. They're learning a job skill. And it's just been a great tool for discipleship. And if I remember right, our Savior was a carpenter. So I got that going for me.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Gordon Douglas. And as I mentioned earlier, Gordon's going to be, I think it's called the Cubbyhole Cubbyhole Coffee Chat.
Correct.
With Marlo Rutz. Is that going to be live or is that online? What is it? The 19th?
Yeah, that's live. And Marlo does a great job interviewing a lot of the folks in our Christian Comedy Association and people in women's ministries. I'm one of the honored few men that get to be on. But they really address heart issues. What's going on with wives, mothers, children, as so many, even outside of COVID, are frustrated. We don't have a lot of good examples anymore of what a good mom or a good wife is. We've lost that intergenerational connection. And she does a great job of touching on some real serious needs, but does it with humor.
Yeah.
Robin O'Brien
listening, saying, what can Gordon Douglas not do? So, Gordon, what's the answer to that? What can you not do?
Cook. I can't cook at all.
Okay, there you go. There you go, Robin. He cannot cook.
Robin is now packaging a cookbook and sending it to Gordon Douglas. So
there you go.
There you go. What was I just going to ask? I had something on my brain. So how are you going to prepare for the interview if this is primarily then usually ladies they talk to? I mean, how do you prep for that?
Well, she actually sent me a question and asked me, what's the greatest 3 things I had to overcome? What adversity have I faced? Huh. And boy, as a man, there are certainly challenges. I do speak at a lot of men's conferences. As a father, there are certainly challenges. And in business, just like a pastor, I tell.
Maybe he'll unfreeze.
We're bleeping here.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. And we hear him.
Gordon Douglas.
Have to come back.
Frozen.
There we go. We're back.
There we go. You're back now. Yes.
Yeah. And I've had some struggles in business too. I've had the pleasure of going bankrupt twice because I'm not a good businessman. I have a big heart, but not a good business sense. And I just got into some trouble. So I've overcome a lot of things. And it's really kind of the theme of my book, which is called Growth Spurts and Growing Pains, The Struggles of a Skinny Stud Muffin.
I love it.
I love props. Look, I hope you can see it without the glare. It's 10 of the best things that I ever did that helped me grow and get closer to God, bring love, joy, and peace. And it's also honestly has 10 of the stupidest things I've ever done. The growing pains, things that I wish I had not done that hurt me or hurt others. And so I'm sure we'll have some stuff to talk about for sure.
Yeah, no kidding.
Now, folks that have read that book, what do they say to you after they've read it? I mean, who hasn't done stupid stuff, right? For somebody really to come out and tell you. I mean, I don't want to tell you all the stupid stuff I've done,
Yeah, it was really embarrassing. And I actually just got a wonderful letter with a cash gift in it from a lady who had seen a book one of her kids had picked up. And she sent me a gift saying that, yeah, she's been really going through a difficult time and the book just really touched her heart. The idea is every chapter, it's got 39 short chapters, and every chapter begins with a few jokes, whether it's about work, cars, money, kids, marriage. It's like a chicken soup for the soul, short stories, but it's got over 200 jokes in it from the people I grew up in, the Milton Berles, the George Burns, and some of the Christian comedy guys. And it ends with a little thought and a quote of something I wish I knew, because we're not handing that stuff down to our kids. What I wish I knew about dating. How do you find the right person in marriage? How do you know if you're ready? What makes for a good marriage? So there's a few chapters on love, sex, and dating and marriage. And then there's just stuff about business and life and relationships. It's filled. It's got a joke in there by Phyllis Diller. Kids don't even know about Phyllis Diller anymore.
Yeah, you're right.
Did you know she won a beauty pageant once?
No.
No, she actually came in last, but she got 600 get well cards.
I was going to say, I thought I had heard early on she was in, but that was a nice setup, Gordon. Thank you very much.
That was good.
Actually, in her book, she said she actually did enter a beauty contest before she developed her character with the crazy hair and the long cigarette holder and her husband, Fang. She tried to make it as a good-looking comedian, and really it was showing off her skinny legs and that wonderful goose laugh that she had. You couldn't watch her without laughing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, Michelle just put a comment up there. She said the book was really, really good. Such a great book, she says.
Oh, yeah. Super.
Gordon Douglas, you can pick up the book, no doubt, at GordonDouglasIsFunny.com. That's also a great place to go to find all the other resources that Gordon has. Check out his Facebook, too, because he's got the word from the word right there. The latest one I saw was talking about time, which was really, really good. He's going to minister to you. So, Gordon, what a pleasure to talk to you. You are such a person to follow and to mentor. Thank you so much for what you do, for laying down your life. You're a huge blessing. Let's take a break. We'll be right back. I'm Rick Probst.
And I'm Dan Ratcliffe.
This is Faith Talk Live.